And we are back courtside for the final match of the day. It's been a heck of a weekend, and this is going to be match number 12 to top us off. I'm Nick England. This is Matt Prosser, and we've got the Seattle Sasquatch and the LA Blaze about to battle it out. 2-1 LA Blaze takes on the 0-3 Seattle Sasquatch. We had a bit of an upset just now as the Chicago Untouchables fell in 5 to the Inland Empire Matadors. They picked up their first win.
Yep.
What do you expect to see here?
Well, I think the optimists would like to say the Sasquatch will get an opportunity to get their first win of this season. However, the realist and everybody should expect to say that the LA Blaze will most likely pull out a victory here. Maybe a sweep, but probably more likely 4 sets. I do expect Sasquatch to play with some intent and some purpose to try to win this match and get off the 0 in the win column. But I think LA Blaze just has too many weapons.
Yeah, I agree with you, and we just saw a pretty phenomenal match from LA yesterday. We saw their middles, both not naturally middles, both Damani Lenore as well as he was joined Steven Roeder. So the two of these guys, both pin hitters naturally.
Well, if Damani Lenore is not a natural-born middle attacker, he pretty much has solidified his role as the starting middle attacker for LA Blaze because he was a force yesterday in their match.
That's number 4 when you see him on the court. Also awesome to see Ricardo Massanet making his return. Ricky has been overseas in Puerto Rico where he resides and making his return. He is an impressive libero. He and Jose Molero, 2 of our Puerto Rican liberos that are just an absolute pleasure to watch. So keep an eye on them there. On the side of the green jersey wearing Sasquatch, the man over there to keep an eye on is number 7, Peter Silva. Been an absolute hammer and made a name for himself thus far, so someone to keep an eye out.
Yeah, Silva did have a very nice first weekend. Also look to Sam Cole to see some good outputs from him offensively. And also Jacob Tinatali, the 6'3" opposite from Honolulu, Hawaii, had a very good match yesterday in their battle. So they have the pieces. Can they put them all together tonight here in the final match of event number 2, Nick?
Well, that's one of those things. That's the growth pattern, and we've been talking about it all weekend long. When you look at the expansion squads that we've had, the Colorado Kraken, who picked up a convincing win this morning over Exposure. The Sasquatch, they've done a lot to continue improving this roster, and I think that there's going to be some more big names added in due time. But it really just speaks to the pursuit of these teams not to be satisfied. They come to that first event. It's definitely an uphill battle. I don't think anyone was surprised by that, but they were determined to continue finding the guys that were going to really make a name for that new team in the NVA. So excited to see what they've been able to do here, and keep an eye out for them at event number 3 as well. Also, really like the upgrades they've made on the kits. The last one was some temporary stuff they were trying to get together. I think these permanent ones are looking a lot better for that squad.
Yeah, the neon green and black, always a strong combo, and some pretty good graphics as well here. I see some footprints on the front and the back of those green jerseys for the Sasquatch.
I'm sorry, one more time? I didn't. Did you ask a question?
No, I did not.
Apologies. Getting some input from the sideline there. All right, this is going to be Jeffrey McDonald, the setter for the Sasquatch, to start us off. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Serrano tipped over Serrano there. That's going to be a point for number 18 on the outside. Javon Coronado. McDonald serves deep, pass by Hernandez. Lenore has to tip over, a bit forced. Now a back set option. Free ball coming in. Lenore takes that as an invitation to slam that back with some first-class stamps on it. Serrano with a big jump serve, gets the ace. Miscommunication there between Silva and the libero number 4, Damian Higashi.
Well, a great serve that time out of the back row, out of the inline. And LA Blaze off to a good start with some service pressure. Good sign for them here.
Serrano serving into Higashi. And there's a big swing off the block. Tintali gets it done. Good pass by Massenet. One-on-one. Oh, Gorman tracks it down. This one's got to go. Massenet gets it to Higashi, takes first ball. Back set. Big swing off the touch block, and once again, O'Gorman laying out some phenomenal defense from number 12, one of the offensive leaders for this LA Blaze squad. A little bit of a this might be, there's going to be a double called. Not the contact that Eduardo Hernandez was hoping for.
Now Coronado serving now for Sasquatch. Had a nice match yesterday. The 6'5" outside hitter. It's a service ace.
We've seen that is the one part of the game that sometimes Travis O'Gorman does struggle with, is if he starts getting targeted quite a bit, offensive contribution certainly no problem at all, but a little bit of struggle on that pass there. Serve goes long. Hernandez with a lot of power on that jump serve. Out of system opportunity here. Swings just long. Doesn't find it. A little communication about if there was a block touch there, but no challenge called. I agree with that. Not only because of no touch on the block seen, but we're very early on here. Save those for a little bit later on. Quick set to the middle. Sam Cole deals with a low set. Massenet bump set to Belvin. Belvin with a high controlled roll into zone 1. Rewarded for some good vision there.
Charles Belvin, I think, will be the difference maker in this match, Nick. The left-handed opposite hitter, 6'3", out of Long Beach, California, had some of the most electrifying spikes we've seen all season long so far last night. And I think Sasquatch will not be able to slow him down this evening.
Good reception from Higashi, and that's an absolute monster block from Belvin alongside Damani Lenore.
Massively athletic, stuffed down that time, and a well-formed two-man block on the wing against Silva.
Eduardo Hernandez continues the service run. A back row attack, and that's going to yield a positive result there for number 18. Good swing there from Coronado, the Cal State Long Beach alumni.
Sam Cole with a good jump serve, and he finds the court for an ace.
Sam Cole definitely has a lot of power and has been an absolute boon to this squad. Big swing for him there. Good pass by O'Gorman, sticks that one. Good, well-formed block there. Gallahan getting all the way outside. O'Gorman in chaos, cannot find that option. Serrano needs to do a bit more with that set out of system. Another big jump serve. Tight set. Charles Belvin gets on top of Silva with that swing. He was about 8 inches to a foot over the top. Powers that one through.
Yeah, he really was. Charles Belvin can absolutely fly.
Gravity does not affect him the same. That is for sure. Lenore targets Silva. And Silva running a combination set inside, a little bit of an interesting selection on an out-of-system pass. Not exactly the ideal situation there, but they tried to give it a run all the same. Set to the outside, double block, that's going in. A great swing to the angle. Tenatali putting some pace on it. Wow, Serrano with a big swing, or a big save, but miscommunication there. Roeder, the middle blocker, used to seeing some out-of-system sets like that as a natural outside hitter. He and O'Gorman need to talk about that one a little bit more.
Yeah, some miscommunication on the Blaze side, and Sasquatch has built a 2-point advantage after that hitting error.
Serve goes long. Belvin with a massive toss. Going cross court on that one. It drops a little bit too low in his window. He's someone that uses a variety of serves there. Massanet battles with the serve and the D-ball. Charles Belvin putting on a show. Great swing out of the back row. Man, he hits that with so much pace. It's almost a front row swing.
Pretty much. He jumps so well, and to add another wrinkle to it, he's left-handed. So that just changes up the angles that much more for him and poses more problems for the Sasquatch block and defense.
O'Gorman targets Silva, good pass and a D-ball set. Nice swing into that deep line seam there. Nice pass from Massanet. Hernandez sends that one down the line with some pace.
Hernandez with a great turn down the line.
Tenatali unable to come up with a dig. Out of system swing on the D-ball. Lenore closes to Hernandez. That double block gets the job done. Seattle Sasquatch now tied 12-12.
That ball has to get...
Blaze.
Sorry, Nick, didn't mean to cut you off, but that ball has to get covered. Sasquatch has to be a player far enough back in the court to play that ball off the block.
You got time to react like that, like you said. Unexcusable. Nice pass by Silva. Middle swing, tries to find Sam Cole, number 9. Not able to do so. Roeder absolutely hammering those serves. Another serve. This one's maybe going to clip the ceiling. Nope. Tip over the top to Silva. Rotor picks it up. Nice defensive effort. D-ball from a back set from Hernandez. The left-handed Belvin swings that one wide.
Now that's a hitting error that LA Blaze cannot afford to make at this point of the set. A great dig by Rotor, and he's able to give his team a chance to swing, but hitting error from Belvin that time.
Short serve from McDonald, taken by O'Gorman. Hernandez working the seam there. Looks like number 5, Tenatali, a little bit wider than he wanted to be when he set up on that block, creating a hole between him and Cole. Good identification from Hernandez. Good pass by Higashi. A little bit of a mishandled set, but opportunity remains all the same. Belvin now front row. Roll shot, showcases a power swing, brings the off speed, and Sasquatch all with a little bit of cement in their boots. Serrano leaves that one short, but Blaze still with a 1-point lead. Hernandez, the big swing. Matt, I want to bring you in. I want to talk about the importance there of Damani Lenore. Well, we'll talk about it after this technical timeout at 16-14. We'll be right back. All right, so right before we went to that technical timeout at 16-14, we saw a great back set there to Hernandez, but what I was mentioning was Damani Lenore. Sorry, having some audio issues that we're trying to resolve. All right, 16-14, about to get to the action. Hernandez gets iced by that technical timeout. Sasquatch is definitely thankful for that little bit of a bailout and not having to call a timeout themselves. Cole rips that down the line and just barely misses it wide. He certainly had the depth on that serve dialed in the way he wanted it, but just missing. There's a fun fact in the chat. Tinatali of Sasquatch, number 5, had a baby between the first event and last event. Congratulations to him and the family. Wishing them all the best and hopefully a good match for him here. Roeder tips over the top, scoring a point for the Blaze. Nicholas Dennis, one of the best serving subs in the league, coming in for the Blaze. He's one of their backup liberos, but they, with the return of Ricky Massanet, they put him into a white jersey so they can utilize his entire skill set. Gets the overpass once again, and there's Roeder in typical fashion. Nicholas Dennis' service pressure cannot be understated. Great pass from the Sasquatch, one-on-one. Oh, O'Gorman gets a nice stop, but he is not enough for the Sasquatch swing of Tinatali. Sub to be undone now. Damani Lenore returns, only to exit stage left once again as Ricky Massanet, number 11 in the red jersey, returns to the court. Serve goes short in the net. We're seeing a lot of discussion about where everyone's watching from, and I want to say a huge thank you to everyone that's tuning in this Sunday afternoon. And on behalf of the LA Blaze, they want to say a big thank you to everyone in Puerto Rico that's tuning in. A very large fan base right now tuning in to support the white and red as they pursue a 3-1 card before they've got to go through the Seattle Sasquatch, determined to get their first win here in the NVA. Bumps at the outside, battled through by Silva, number 7, determined to get a point for the men in green. Still down by 3, but they have some time to make this return play right now.
All right, Nick, I'm back. We got our audio problems fixed on my side. Sorry about that.
Glad to see it, Nate. Even more glad to see Steven Roeder to continue having success in the middle. Middle blocker is one of the most difficult positions at high-level volleyball, so when you see a guy at another position able to step in and continue to succeed, it's not only a rarity, but it's a pleasure to watch. So Steven Roeder doing a great job here. O'Gorman kisses the tape on the way by. And a solid triple block. Hernandez comes across, contributes a couple hands there to Serrano and Roeder, and the 3-man Blaze wall is too much for Sasquatch.
Yeah, really technically soundly built up 3-man block right there by LA Blaze as we see a substitution coming in for Sasquatch. Number 14, I think it was Ramirez being replacing Coronado. So an outside hitter substitution.
And there's an ace cross court. Travis O'Gorman doing what he does at his very best. That's going to be a timeout here at 23-17. A little bit of problem solving needs to go on the side of the Sasquatch. They've done a good job so far. You know, up until about that 14 all, they were kind of trading blows, but now this one's kind of slipping away as the LA Blaze seems to be waking up just a bit.
Well, a nice response by LA Blaze. You were right, Nick. It was about 14 points apiece, and the Blaze went on a little bit of a scoring run there during my audio issues. So good to see the service ace right there also get them up to 23 points. And now a 6-point advantage is basically, as I say, gold dust, and is going to be very difficult for the Sasquatch to overcome.
Yeah, it certainly is, especially with Travis O'Gorman on the service line. That's not a good feeling if you're the Seattle service reception team right now. Roll shot taken very well. Middle attack attempts, but McDonald in the net. That's going to be set point number 1 here for the LA Blaze, up 24-17. Substitution done here. That's going to be Serrano coming out, and number 7 coming in. That's going to be Alejandro del Castillo. This is a blocking substitution, so looks like it's going to be Roeder shifting to the right side, trying to shut down any options that Sasquatch can put together here. I'll be curious to see who can set if the rally extends beyond, but it looks like a free ball coming back. Charles Belvin takes hands, back set like a beast down the line. Charles Belvin runs an in-system set to rotor, gets it done. LA Blaze with a little bit of pizzazz ending set 1. We'll be right back as the LA Blaze takes on Seattle Sasquatch right after this. All right, getting back into it here. There's a couple questions I'm seeing talking about where all the players are from and what their journeys are like. We talk about that as much as we can throughout the match, but something that makes the NVA so special, just today in that Colorado Kraken match where they were taking on
Southern Exposure.
Southern Exposure, we saw 5 different countries represented: Peru, Uruguay, England, Canada, the U.S., and also Puerto Rico, also as a territory of the U.S. being represented. I think we currently have over 10 different countries represented throughout the league across the 12 teams, which are spread out throughout the entire country. Players ranging from as old as 38 to as young as 19. We've got former Olympians and players that have played in top leagues all over the world.
Talent pool here in the NVA is very, very strong and will only continue to get stronger.
Certainly the case. That's part of the league as it grows. Nice pass from Higashi. Huge swing from Sam Cole. And a quick note, Cole, not normally a middle blocker. Someone, I believe he's an outside by trade. But as, he's playing right side currently. But currently, he's one of those guys that Sasquatch knows that he needs to be on the court, so they're going to do whatever that takes. Tenatali serves, playing outside now. Big swing that is denied from the side of the Sasquatch. Belvin goes off the block. McDonald picks it up. Higashi takes second ball. Tipped in the corner from Silva. Forces Hernandez to play some defense. Belvin with a windmill swing. Misses the court wide down the line. Seattle Sasquatch answering back beautifully here to start the second set. Question about where to get team gear. I'm not sure if the jerseys are up for sale yet, but check out NVAUSA.shop. There's a variety of team gear in there, so that's always one option. And if any questions, you can always find the teams on Instagram and reach out to them directly, and they'll be able to point you in any direction that they can to make sure that you, the fans, are able to support them on and off the court. Lenore goes short with a float serve. Finds Higashi. Cole, Doug, free ball opportunity. McDonald backside tight set has to be managed, but it does not go their way. Travis O'Gorman gets a massive stop. Cody McCracken off the bench there, not able to get anything going his way. McCracken had a good event. One was definitely scoring points regularly for this team. But coming off the bench here, a small adjustment. A lot of personnel that is very interchangeable on the side of the Sasquatch, so you're just seeing the pieces get moved around, and they know who they want on the court. It's just where do they want them?
Well, they've got a very big roster, multiple players in every position, so it's very available to them to work their personnel around.
Good reset from Peters. Belvin swings deep, misses that one long. There's going to be a challenge on the side of the LA Blaze, looking for a touch. Coming back on that one. So a quick recap, if you haven't heard before, how the NVA challenge system works. Each team gets 3 challenges awarded to them at the beginning of the match. You can use them at any time to challenge a call. The team will review it. If you are deemed to be correct with your challenge, you keep your challenge. If you're incorrect and the call that was made initially stands, you lose your challenge. So you could choose to use all 3 in the first set, wait until the 4th. However, no matter how many you have left, when the 5th set begins, you are awarded 1 challenge only. The same rules apply. If you get your challenge right during that 5th set, you keep it. If you get it wrong, you lose it. So our team right now is taking a look at a touch block that was the LA Blaze believe they saw on that swing from Belvin. So we're taking a look right now. We're going to get a review and rendered a resolution.
I don't know if we're going to see an overturn there. I didn't actually visually see a touch off the block or that ball change direction after Belvin attacked the overpass. So very interested to see the outcome from this challenge here.
And we're getting a look at it right now on the screen. Well, that's the side view on the tape. It's hard to tell since we've got a screen and a screen. Now, luckily upstairs we have a computer with our head ref, Mike Mon, who's getting a variety of looks from different angles. So they're going to be sure that they have only completely, it has to be complete certainty and not irrefutable. It cannot be refutable. That looks like a touch to me. But we're going to enhance. Bring it in a little bit more, watch it back, and you're watching the fingertips as well as the spin of the ball. And it looks like we have reached a conclusion, so an answer has been radioed down. And that's going to be a touch called. Goes to the LA Blaze. Successful challenge. For everyone on their edge of their seat back home, you can exhale now, and the play will continue. Short pass to Silva. That is a back row blocker. Not called.
Very interesting that they didn't call the back row blocker, maybe because the blocker wasn't above the top of the net. McDonald.
Yeah, we'll see. They got a better angle than us. Pat Bradley, our R1 up top, knows his stuff. So, yeah, we're getting confirmation right now. Blaze asking, and we're getting a confirmation there from Steven Shepard. Says that was, in fact, below the contact. Charles Belvin was just too high. So that's going to be a lucky break for the Sasquatch. Sam Cole now putting a pace on the serve. Belvin doesn't even make it to the net. That was the sharpest angle swing I think I've ever seen.
Haven't seen one of those in a long time, Nick. The lefty nearly almost hit that into the officials table here.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad miss there from Belvin. Went for a very sharp angle. Great pass by Massanet. Big swing by Roeder out of the middle, but a nice little service run put together there by number 9, Sam Cole. Set to the outside. Dug by Hernandez, but it's an overpass, and Cody McCracken finishes the job. Big serve from McCracken, but a great pass from Massanet means they're in system, and then O'Gorman is the option. A great high set to the pin, exactly where the George Mason University alumni wants that set. Travis O'Gorman sends that one long, gets under it a little bit. Sasquatch tied at 6.
Trouble for Blaze. O'Gorman pursues, but can't control it.
A good point there now. A 1-point lead for the Sasquatch, continuing to fight their way into this in the second set. A dump comes through though. Serrano gets on top of that ball.
Serrano with a well-timed setter dump, running across the net, finding himself in the seam and taking care of it.
Roeder with some pace, misses that one by inches.
Roeder, a very good jump serving middle attacker, and I'm sure he has the green light to do so for LA Blaze.
One option, Hernandez into a triple block. Ooh, a little bit of a sloppy set there, but let the boys play. O'Gorman out of the back row, finds the sideline, and gets the point. Serrano's been a welcome change to this LA Blaze team that was looking for a consistent set of hands throughout the last season. He moved over from the Inland Empire Matadors spent the summer training with the Mexico national team. McCracken has to chase that one. That's a very aggressive set, but a well-formed block between Damani Lenore and Hernandez shuts that one down. A short serve. Silva keeps it alive one more time. Higashi sends it deep. Ricky Massanet puts Blaze in system. Quick back set to Belvin. Brilliant dig by Higashi. Tinatali with a big swing, and that's going to be drawing the net on the side of the Blaze.
Yeah, Tinatali with a great swing in transition there. Massanet with another terrific defensive effort for the Blaze, but Sasquatch able to convert on that transition opportunity.
Jeffrey McDonald with a short float taken by Eduardo Hernandez. Lenore goes off the face there of Sam Cole. That was an overbearing swing. I hope Cole can see. That was a heck of a swing there. Eduardo Hernandez drops that one short, finds the net. Tinatali, a little bit of a mismanaged toss, but does a good job seeing it. Gets the overpass, but nothing done with it. And now O'Gorman swings away and gets a reward for the free ball that was handed back. Silva didn't think he could swing on that ball, perhaps, maybe too tight on the net.
See a challenge now from Sasquatch coming, thinking that that ball might have bounced off of O'Gorman's shoulder on the way out of bounds after the block.
And O'Gorman just kind of laughed because he's like, "Nah, that didn't catch me at all." So I didn't see it either.
I don't really like this challenge, and it happened right in front of our broadcast booth, Nick, and I think Blaze will definitely get this ball, and Sasquatch will lose a challenge here.
So right now, both of these squads, they are not allowed to leave the court. So this is, or they're not supposed to be. Damani Lenore taking a little stroll and no one's saying anything about it, but it's usually a point of contention that this is not a timeout and it is not to be treated as such, even though there is a pause in the game. Teams are taking a quick look at that sideline monitor. One of the goals we have for our broadcast is that we will be able to get a nice live feed coming in for the fans so that you'll be able to see everything that we see here, not yet implemented. So I guess you'll have to keep coming back and stay tuned for more great volleyball action. I think this is an interesting challenge, Matt. We talk about, game state when you're choosing it. I think at 10-11, I don't think this is like a critical point. I think you're playing great volleyball and you're slowing down yourselves. Just battle back and keep fighting.
Yeah, I think it's not a critical moment of gameplay and scoreboard, status to really kind of challenge it or waste a time on a challenge. And the ball maybe grazed O'Gorman's head.
Really hard to tell from that angle. Cameras filming TVs are not always fans. We just got confirmation call will stand. They were able to look at that from a variety of angles and no touch contact made. And so that will be an unsuccessful challenge. Blaze have one successful, Sasquatch one unsuccessful. Therefore, the Sasquatch have 2 remaining, and the LA Blaze still have all 3. Lenore with a nice float serve. Quick feed into the middle. Sam Cole staying open very well. O'Gorman battling with the block, picked up by McDonald. Higashi with the bump set back. Silva tries to find that, hammers angle, but just misses the block, no touch, and swing goes wide. Point for the Blaze.
That was a nice opportunity in transition for Sasquatch, but the angle just a little too much there from Silva.
Set out to Silva. That one did not struggle to find the court. Great swing from number 7.
Now, nice response. Charles Belvin, the blocker on that one, just drifted past Silva and gave him a seam to hit between the 2 blockers.
Worth noting, we haven't mentioned it yet, that Colton Bailey has come in as a middle blocker here for the Sasquatch, replacing Patrick Gallahan. Huge serve. Blaze stay in system, but the block of Cody McCracken alongside of Bailey get the job done. Huge point for the Seattle Sasquatch.
Well, a nicely formed block by Sasquatch, but that ball has to get picked up and covered by LA Blaze. Saw the players there admitting to his bad by not moving for it. So we'll see if that can get fixed throughout this game. That was Eduardo Hernandez who should have gotten that ball in the cover.
Belvin goes to take a big swing and buries that one in the angle. Sam Cole was absolutely hammering those serves, but the serve-receive line able to battle with them on the side of the LA Blaze and give Charles Belvin a chance to fight back. Punched over from McDonald. Serrano swings on 2, tries to find some open court, not able to do so. Tenatali swings into the triple block, and Tenatali getting the job done. LA Blaze could do no wrong yesterday, it felt like, with their blocking move, and that was a big swing to punch through right there. McCracken with another jump serve. And another block touch from Bailey. Roeder tips over the top, and there's the vision you love to see. Good self-recovery.
Some nice range and court vision. The true outside hitter playing middle attacker today for LA Blaze finds the court on that tip.
Travis O'Gorman misses long, and it seems like LA Blaze struggling with some service pressure right now as a collective whole. See if they're able to recenter and maybe guide the ship back the way they hope. But right now, tied at 14 apiece, so Seattle Sasquatch more than happy to take advantage of the accumulating errors. Tip over the top. McCracken grabs that, keeps it alive. Big swing, Belvin tries to keep it alive, and that one goes wide. A lot of discussion by the Blaze that there was 2 contacts. However, the rule is on the first contact, 1 move can touch you multiple times as long as it's 1 consistent movement. So McCracken came up with it, hit him in the hand, hit him in the arm, but it didn't matter. That's 1 consistent move. Pat Bradley acknowledges Blaze's statement and says that's totally fine. However, the missed serve there, I'm sure, has some LA Blaze players saying everyone's favorite line in their head, that the ball never lies.
That's not what I said.
No.
That was a bad miss.
That works too. McCracken runs a slide there, and it scores. Bailey, who is listed as a traditional opposite, using that to create a little bit of space. Maybe put him back where he's a little more natural. I like the creativity. That's going to be a timeout called, or technical timeout, 16-15. We'll be right back. With the technical timeout coming to an end, we are getting back underway here in set number 2, LA Blaze, Seattle Sasquatch. I'm Nick England with Matt Prosser, and you're watching the NVA here in the last match, match number 12 of the weekend. Bailey with a float. Hernandez swings into the triple block, an attempted cover there from O'Gorman, but there was way too much heat on that, and a great move from McDonald, Cole, and Tenatali.
Sasquatch doing a nice job blocking defense-wise as we see Blaze call a timeout to talk it over. But what I was going to say, Nick, was the Sasquatch's block and defense has done a nice job. They know their homework. They've done their homework on the setting tendencies of the Blaze and realizing that they don't want to go overhead to Charles Belvin, so they went front side there and had 3 blockers in front of Eduardo Hernandez, and results in a block point.
Yeah, I think one of the things that is really helping Seattle more than we've seen traditionally from them is their service pressure from a lot of different guys is really making LA Blaze battle with the serve. So they're getting some out-of-system one-option sets that they get to defend against.
Yep, absolutely correct.
Bailey on your screen there will continue his serves now. And a big approach line, Damani Lenore in the middle.
And that is something we haven't said enough of tonight, is Damani Lenore and his offense not being utilized very much yet in this match for LA Blaze.
Couldn't be more right. The Cal State Northridge alumni had a very, very solid weekend so far, but would love to talk a little bit about him more in an offensive contribution manner. Seattle Sasquatch more than happy to continue letting the LA Blaze missed serve train roll on. Set to the middle, misconnection. Lenore tips it over. McCracken cannot get a hold of it. Cole gets a touch block to stop it though, and Higashi goes to McCracken. A roll shot down the line, dug up. And now another swing opportunity from Hernandez, and he cleans up the trash on a back and forth play.
Hernandez is doing a nice job offensively for the Blaze when he gets in situations against 2-man blockers. The 3-man block is a little bit of a different story, harder for him to get the ball through the block.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And as an undersized outside hitter, that's certainly something that he relies on: speed, aggression, and sometimes a variety of shots to work his way through into the offensive schemes. Back set now to Tenatali, gets a block touch high. Ricardo Massanet throws on the afterburners, takes out a camera, a couple signs, and not able to come up with that one. Tenatali, there it is, the ace. We just talked about the mounting service pressure from this Sasquatch pack, and they are absolutely lighting it up from the service line. A 3-point lead now, and that's going to be the 3rd timeout between the technical and both timeouts now from the LA Blaze in a matter of 4 points. We'll be right back. A quick breather there just for 30 seconds. LA Blaze trying to figure out what it's going to take to right the ship, maybe make a late game comeback here, or figure out what to solve for the beginning of set number 3, but that's going to be a coach's point as Nicholas Dennis enters as a serving substitution. Once again, always love to see him getting involved. He is the epitome of clutch. Very, very aggressive server, plays some fantastic defense. We'll see if he's able to get some work done here for the LA Blaze. Unfortunate miss there. Tough spot to come in, but the remainder of the Blaze squad, we'll see if they're able to battle it back. However, the men in green on the left side of the court here, I guess it's right for most of our viewers at home, are finding themselves with a comfortable 3-point lead that they need to just continue siding out and hold on to this one to get a win in set 2. O'Gorman swings, nice block touch dug by McDonald. Tenatali bump set to McCracken. McCracken goes for the high touch, misses it wide. Charles Belvin, someone that relies on a jump serve, also has a well-developed float serve. Interesting to see what he goes for here. There's the float, targeting Silva, and Silva is the set option on an inside combination. But Belvin gets the dig back row, and Hernandez returns fire and places the shot around a triple block, giving LA Blaze a little bit of hope as they're now only down by 1. And that's gonna force the Seattle Sasquatch timeout.
Well, that's a nice response from LA Blaze after the timeout. 2 quick points to bring them to within 1. Sasquatch calls the timeout to try to slow down the Blaze momentum here.
I'm still impressed with the continued pressure from the Seattle Sasquatch service line. And the fact that the LA Blaze, between Hernandez and Massanet, are the ones receiving most of the serves, man, they are really sticking in there, because those are some big-time serves from the likes of Tenatali, Cole, and Silva. Coronado coming in for Cody McCracken. Belvin will stick with the float serve here, especially out of the timeout. Good movement, but great pass from Silva, and Silva's the option. Bangs that high line, goes over the hands of Serrano.
That's a really good swing from Silva. Out of that timeout, great pass leading to a great set, and the point for Sasquatch.
Set outside, O'Gorman, head shot. Wow, finds Silva.
Headshot to Silva directly off the nose from Travis O'Gorman.
That is a massive swing from O'Gorman going into the hard 4-4 seam. Man, that was vicious. Hope that Silva's gonna be okay from that one. O'Gorman now to serve.
Oh, we didn't serve him.
Goes after Higashi, and Silva takes a big swing, returns fire, and doesn't miss a beat.
Oh, nice response from Silva getting the kill there on the left side, and now his chance to serve. Sasquatch up by 2.
Back set worked last time. Rotor gets seen here. Outside to Hernandez. Nice dig by Higashi. Silva swings, misses that one into the net. And now just a 1-point lead for the Sasquatch. But they're rallying right now exceptionally well.
LA Blaze going with the double substitution.
Bringing in Tyler Padayao, as well as number 7 Alejandro de Castillo. So Padayao will, the way this will work, Charles Belvin will take the hands, Padayao as a defensive specialist will go take back left is my assumption. There it is, Belvin steps across. Padayo gets a touch, but cannot bring it back. So everything they really wanted there, they just wanted Padayo to find that dig, but unable to do so. Speaks to the versatility of Charles Belvin, though, that the team views him as an option not only to go from one of their most explosive hitters, but to the new setter.
And now Sasquatch has set point here in game number 2.
Yep, and they're going to bring in Moy Moy to replace Bailey here, number 3, as a serving substitution with the set on the line, 24-22. Serving the libero, Hernandez swings and unable to be dug up. The 2-point buffer now going to be used from the Sasquatch as the Blaze down by 1. Serrano back to serve, one of the most physical servers on the LA Blaze squad. Even as a setter, his jump serve has quite a bit of pace on it. Higashi gets a great pass. Cole's dug up by O'Gorman. Belvin swings, snaps, and brings it to a tie, 24 apiece.
Belvin delivering when his team needs him the most that time with the right side left-handed attack.
Yeah.
Hammering that one past the block and down for a big point to bring us to a 24-point tie.
24-24 all. This is where legends are made. Can you stick your ground and win the race to 2?
Overtime volleyball at its best, Nick, coming at you here.
Yeah, Seattle Sasquatch and Colorado Kraken earlier this weekend played a set to 36-34. So we'll see if we get another set and a half worth of volleyball here right now, or if this is a quick 1-2 and done. Serrano once again on the service line. A lot of pace. Higashi with another perfect pass to Natali, saved by Massanet. And Serrano tries to roll that over, instead puts it in the tape. That's a bit of an unforgivable mistake, Matt.
I don't know about that play right there. The choice that he just made to try to slap it over with one hand into the net.
Send it deep.
Just set it over back to the corner.
Yeah.
That is an unexcusable error from the LA Blaze.
All right, McDonald has a chance to be the hero and keep this set and add a 1 to the set count column for the Sasquatch. Pushes Massanet deep. Eduardo Hernandez tips over the top. Silva tips it back, takes out Lenore. But Lenore is the option, but misses long and wide. LA Blaze gives themselves a chance, but loses it at the very end. Seattle Sasquatch defend that to take a set count. We're going to be right back with set number 3 at 1-1. And it is time for us to get back underway here with set number 3. Seattle Sasquatch, LA Blaze with the final match of the night. It's been a heck of a weekend. We've had a lot of fun matches here, Matt. What is your thoughts how this one's going to unfold? Do you think we're going to go the distance, or you think we're seeing pieces that's going to end this in 4?
Well, I certainly think that LA Blaze was in a position to give themselves an opportunity to win set number 2, but Serrano put that ball into the net in transition that basically wrapped it up and gave Sasquatch the win. So effectively now a best 2 out of 3, and you know, could go either way here, Nick. I see glimpses of brilliance from Blaze and then poor choices that result in points for Sasquatch. However, Sasquatch playing at a good level, so I really don't know who's going to win this match, Nick.
No, it's hard to tell. I think that I don't know if Blaze walked in maybe with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, coming in a little aggressive, but Seattle Sasquatch, little step by step, right? Adding guys like Tenatali in, adding guys, having guys like Coronado and McCracken battling for that kind of secondary right side role. It just speaks to how many role players are on this Sasquatch team. But I gotta say, Damian Higashi has had a heck of a game. He's gotten some critical digs at the right moment, and for a guy that's brand new to the league, there's a lot of heat coming his way from some arms he may not have seen in his playing time. So great moves so far. Serrano swings into the net once again.
I do think we're seeing the best 7 players for Seattle out on the floor, doing a good job to stay close within striking distance and then able to steal a Game 2 victory.
Wow, athletic set there. Serrano not sure how far that pass was going to travel. And Damani Lenore doing the hard work. Gets up, gives him an option, gets the kill.
Yeah, credit to Lenore to be up and available for Serrano to go to. Taking care of it from that point on.
And the serving trouble continues. So far at the end of 2 sets, LA Blaze had 9 total errors. That now brings them to 11 as a squad, which is very rapidly approaching just that kind of tough to come back from number. So they've got to shore that up pretty quick. Ooh, Damani Lenore throws that one back into the corner and makes Coronado lay an egg, puts that one between his legs.
Well, I do think LA Blaze, when they're able to pass the ball up to the net, has to utilize both of their middle attackers, especially when Damani Lenore is in the front row.
Haven't been able to say his name enough this match. McDonald lays out. Tenatali squeaks that through. It bounced the tape low, and Roeder, who's up by himself, it kind of just squeezed right between his arms and the net there. Unfortunate timing for him. Great pass from Massanet. Questionable decision from Serrano. I think he could have gotten 2 hands on that, but looked for a little bit of a connection.
I think Massanet might have played a ball that was going out of bounds on the serve.
Also very possible, yeah.
Blaze kind of spinning right now. They really need to tighten up their game a little bit and keep communicating.
Massanet earns it back. O'Gorman takes a swing. That one goes wide. That set a bit behind O'Gorman there. O'Gorman telling Serrano, hey man, need that higher. O'Gorman, one of the highest flyers in the league. Just throw him to the top of the pin, keep him on the net, and let him battle.
Yep.
Even there, he's having to fix that set quite a bit.
Well, the height was better, just location in terms of tightness in the net. It's drifting a little bit off.
Yeah.
O'Gorman able to manage something out of nothing with that one to still score the point.
But like we said, it's a small fix. It was higher at least, so he gets to use all that physicality. Belvin here was having success with that float serve. Curious if he sticks with it. Does indeed. Gets a good reward as well. Free ball comes over. Massanet takes it out of the play now. Belvin swings in the D-ball. Luckily ends the play because they were playing that one a man down as Massanet was on the floor out the side of the court. The revolving door of the right side continues. Coronado and McCracken, neither seems to be the answer that the Seattle coach is looking for. Another float serve from Belvin. And a good middle turn. Bailey and McDonald connect very well there.
Bailey jumping really well, not really getting a whole lot of action on that attack, but enough to find the floor for the point.
Yeah, that's what I love about the middle route is sometimes you're rewarded even if it's not perfect. Bailey steps in, gets the dig though on Roeder. And that swing just long from Silva. Misses the hands of the triple block there. Silva goes against the triple block, but O'Gorman reads that wonderfully, tracks it down. Hernandez swings in the triple block, and he is able to score. I love that both of these squads right now are going up with the triple blocks wherever they can on the out-of-system swings.
Yeah, it's such a key, important part of your block and defense scheme. Get 6 hands in front of the hitter and increase your chances for a block, but that time, Blaze able to score the point.
O'Gorman hammers that off the ceiling, kept alive. Step close from Tenatali, sends it long. Coach David Chaparro just looked at me and he just said too many errors, but you see one from the Seattle Sasquatch there, and I'm sure he's happy to be on the receiving end of one for once here.
Yeah, Sasquatch has been playing pretty good offense and a rare hitting error from them that time.
Great pass, middle option. Gator dig from Belvin. Eduardo Hernandez keeps that one alive with very few options. And now a tip over the top. Called in the net from Blaze there. Little clarification achieved on the side of Blaze, who was being called in the net, since Roeder was so confused, clarifying that it was in fact Serrano. Higashi tries to get another touch, but that's going to be out of play. Roeder's been hammering jump serves so far. See if that resumes here. Goes to the float for more control. Good pace, but a nice pass by Silva. Double. McDonald wants that one back. Roeder continues with the service pressure, tight on the net, punched over. Set to Damani Lenore, net on the side of Sasquatch, and that's going to be a kill for the LA Blaze. Timeout called for the Seattle Sasquatch as they go down by 4. All right, LA Blaze seems to be loosening up a little bit more. Some of those unforced errors seem to have gone away as the guys are kind of, easing back into it here. But it seems to have infected Seattle Sasquatch instead.
Yeah, I think the errors have kind of definitely crept into the Sasquatch side now. With a 4-point advantage as LA Blaze, they've tightened it up a little bit. They've activated Damani Lenore through the middle, which is something that you and I have been talking about, Nick, the whole time. And can they maintain this level? That's the real question.
Yeah, it certainly is, and it's one of those things that's a great challenge, right? This LA Blaze team that, just barely missed out last season on not making it to playoffs. If I recall correctly, it was by a matter of points. It came down to a third-level tiebreaker, so it was something like a score or a set count somewhere in the season. So they felt a bit robbed, but if they want to dance and play with the big boys, then they're going to need to be able to close this out here, kind of right their own ship, and that ace from Roeder. You want to see the new guys be able to step in and just kind of achieve that. So well done by number 2.
Yeah, timely ace right out of that timeout.
There's a good pass opportunity. Cole finds the 3-ball in transition. I like how open he stayed to the setter there. Setter's 7 or 8 feet off the net, but Cole working hard, keep his chest open, keep his window hitting window available. Chewy brings it back, Belvin flying. Waited a little bit too long to pull the trigger on that swing, I think.
Those are the frustrating errors for me watching LA Blaze play. They have some very good athletes, right? But the decision-making at the key moments, like that is a set that if you can't get your feet to swing at, just put the ball deep in the net, in the corner, give yourself a chance to get a point on blocking defense. Fortunately, that service error negates that hitting error from Belvin.
Yeah, but your point stands. I mean, when you watch teams like the OC Stunners, they're going to challenge that it's they're going to call that ball was in. Actually, that looks like a good challenge. I'm watching this back on the stream right now. Everyone on YouTube, you have the ability to go watch this back as well. That's going to be a lot closer than I thought. Yeah, that's very.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Great challenge there from the side of the Sasquatch. I mean, that's not even on the line.
Yep, that's inside the line, clearly. So a nice point for Sasquatch, and reverse the score and award the point to the Sasquatch.
That was a quick challenge. Very well done by Sasquatch. That one moved. That was moving quick. Credit to Tenatali. And now, was that not the service error we thought happened after the hitting error? So this now feels a little bit compounded, right?
Yep, definitely.
Belvin able to right his own wrong there, though. Hammers that D ball through. O'Gorman, potentially that serve might have been out too, but O'Gorman was not sitting around to find out after that last ace.
Yeah, no, better to play it than to watch it go by and possibly land in the court for a second ace.
See a question there. If you where do you get the rosters? Go check out NVAUSA.com. You can find the rosters and players for all 12 teams in the NVA. Check out and see who's playing that you might have been following in college, or if you want to find a new team local to you and see what they're all about, that's going to be your best way to do so. If you know who you're already a major fan of and want to get some of your favorite swag, go check out NVAUSA.shop. There's team gear all over the place for you to wear your favorite team's colors. Serrano with a little hybrid serve there. McCracken swings off, but not picked up there by Ricky Massanet.
Nice little laying out, but going with the right hand when he probably should have gone with the left hand. Curl that ball back up to the court. Maybe go with 2 hands next time.
Mishandled, but no call. Letting the guys play on. A tip over the top, but Lenore determined to keep that alive. Hernandez now off his hands. O'Gorman tries to track it down. Sasquatch down by 2, but on the back of Sam Cole's serving run, which we've seen more than once, creating a lot of momentum for this squad. Sigh of relief for the LA Blaze as Cole heads to the bench. Eduardo Hernandez taking his turn to miss a serve. Right now with the match so close, it feels like these teams are just giving away opportunities and not taking advantage to grab the lead by the horns.
Yeah, definitely a lot of service errors and help the block and defense scheming for either side.
All right, Damani, no pressure, bud. 4 in a row. My God, Charles Belvin with a one-handed stuff block. That was one of the most impressive things I've seen Belvin do, which is quite a list. Coronado and McCracken swapping sides once again. Monty Lenore going short. Set outside. Belvin goes for another block. Touched by Lenore. Kept alive by Eduardo Hernandez. Free ball alive. Belvin picked up by O'Gorman. Chewy can't get the footing to make the move. Fantastic scrap from the side of LA Blaze.
Yeah, good effort by LA Blaze. Too sure what happened on that last opportunity that wasn't reachable by Serrano, but nice effort from the team in red.
O'Gorman is dug. Senatali gets an opportunity. Quick deflection. O'Gorman takes a swing. Dump comes over. Read like a book by Chewy. Belvin swings high hands. McDonald keeps it alive. Free ball coming back. Belvin takes an opportunity to slow it down. Roeder tries to throw it over, and that can't be corralled. Belvin with zero movement on that ball. One-handed set. Stopped by Roeder. No one home to cover it up. Good move by Roeder. One-on-one. The sure-handed move is true. A 5-point lead now for LA Blaze at 19-14.
Well, a 5-point lead is one of the biggest leads that the Blaze have had all night long. The real question, Nick, is can they hold on to it?
Yeah, it certainly is. You know, that's something that we've been critical of this LA Blaze team of in the past, not just this season, but overall, is do the right thing even when it's, you know, you have a lead that doesn't demand it of yourself. Finish the game you're supposed to finish. You've done a lot of the hard work already. Now just play it out.
Right. Yep. Keep doing what you're doing. There's no reason to change anything. Even if Seattle does side out, Blaze just has to settle into their own serve reception and try to close out game number 3 here.
Belvin for another float serve, targeting Silva down the line. Inside set, dug by Massanet. Chewy takes the swing now, high hands. Ricky Massanet earned every bit of that point, and his team is sure to let him know. What a heroic dig from 11 in red. Wow.
Massanet slender, small in stature, but big in heart. Absolutely sitting in there and getting a huge dig.
Little throw, and Roeder not able to get over the net and hang with that one. Bailey using all of his size there. Roeder throws it over his head, then bounces a ball off his shoulder or chin, I couldn't tell. Eduardo Hernandez finds one, Roeder throws it back. Sasquatch tracks it down and not able to bring it back.
What an effort from both sides through that entire rally. Couple of plays off of Roeder's head or shoulder, like you said. Hard to tell, happened so fast, but the ball bouncing in favor of LA Blaze, and they get the point.
O'Gorman's service pressure continues, but nice pass by Higashi. They run the middle. Sam Cole available as always. I really like that set from Jeffrey McDonald.
Yeah, credit to Jeffrey McDonald going through the middle as he was nearly off the court, firing that ball into his middle attacker, Sam Cole, for the point.
As a non-middle blocker, Sam Cole continues to impress. This is definitely the matchup of the non-middles playing the middles role here. Charles Belvin covers Roeder. Hernandez swings past the three-man block and gets a free ball as a reward. Minimal blocker up as they collided. Hernandez swings into the net. Little reset there from Chewy. He swings, and that looked like it hit him in the foot. That was on its way out of bounds, but Hernandez landed. I think it hit him in the foot. I think this is going to be, let's see what the streams. Yeah, that hit him in the foot for sure. We'll see what's talked about, and depending on how this call goes, Sasquatch does have the challenge to challenge that play if they so decide. Point goes to the Sasquatch. No disagreement from Blaze there. They all saw the same thing. Down by just 3 now. McDonald, see if he can close this to just 2. Hernandez finally gets the wipe.
Well, Hernandez got the set he's been looking for and goes right off of the Sasquatch block and out of bounds.
Nicholas Dennis subs in now. And this is going to be the LA Blaze modified 6-2 option that they go for while they bring in number 7, Alejandro del Castillo, which means that Charles Belvin will take hands here. Talking to O'Gorman about it right now. Hey, where do you want this? Where do you want this big? We'll be curious to see if he goes with a back row option at any point to O'Gorman here. As Dennis hammers the serve. Back set, tight, thrown straight down. That's a smart play by Hernandez, doesn't do too much. Tenatali unable to deal with that one. McDonald loses the handle. Dennis misses that one into the net, but able to get at least one real point before it's undone. Ricky Massanet with a great pass there, and Hernandez swings into the block again, struggling here late in the third set. Tenatali off the tape. Big approach line, Charles Belvin swings, but there's a net. Potentially, can't tell if that was Charles Belvin hitting the net after the fact. Challenge call here made on a net violation. Taking a look really quick to see what we might find here. I think the net was still moving from a contact prior. Hard to tell, that's just me looking at a phone. So we're gonna get a great up close look here. I think the net is still moving from the prior ball hitting the tape there. But this is as good of an angle as you can get. I think they're clean. Doesn't look like any net touch to me. Hard to tell though on a screen. Head ref Mike Mon taking a look at the monitor up top. An important note here is that in order to get the challenge overturned, the evidence must be irrefutable. So if there's any level of uncertainty, the call that was initially made will stand. Oh, here is the best view. A little bit of pixelation, obviously, as we are streaming that down to a courtside monitor, so our apologies on that. But no net violation, clear as day for everyone up top. Tenatali with a controlled serve, goes to Massanet. Hernandez swings off the outside hand. He really relies on that fast set to the pin. Good work from him.
Yeah, Hernandez really getting a kill at a very important time, bringing LA Blaze to set point. Had a little bit of a rough go of it, the 0-2 outside hitter, meaning that he only attacks on the left side, getting a lot of opportunities. Typically, you don't see 0-2s getting lots of hitting chances. They're really in there to pass and take care of those sets that they get, but Hernandez has been pretty active tonight.
Damien Higashi with a nice pass. A good swing and gets a tool off the double block of Lenore and Hernandez. Hernandez played last season with the Dallas Tornadoes while standing next to number 14, Serrano, who was a setter for the Inland Empire Matadors. 2 transfers over to the team this season. Huge serve. Might have gotten a hold of Massanet, but saved by Serrano. Lenore keeps it alive. Blaze looks to reset. Quick set to the outside. Off the head of Lenore, but kept alive. Taken by Massanet. Back set managed. Hernandez takes control over Bailey, who's up there by himself. Miscommunication on the blocking scheme. And that's going to be match 25.
Game.
25, sorry, game.
Yep.
Set number 3. We're going to be right back for set number 4 right after this. Time to get underway here wow, I'm gonna try that one time. All right, everyone ignore that happen. We're gonna try that one more time here. Ready, Matt?
Ready.
All right. Welcome back here to set number 4 at the Pierce Sports Center in San Bernardino, California. This is our last match of the night. It's been quite a weekend here, and LA Blaze currently leads the Seattle Sasquatch 2-1.
Sorry, I just had some technical staff in the background looking at my audio equipment once again. But yeah, right now is the chance for Blaze to really close the door on this match. Okay, they're up 2-1. Sasquatch has shown if you let them hang around, they can kind of sneak up on you and steal a game, as they did in set number 2. Was it set number 1? I don't know. It's been a lot of volleyball this weekend. So I believe it was set number 1.
Yep.
But here we go, back to it now. LA Blaze looking to close this out. Sasquatch looking to maybe force a 5th set tiebreaker here tonight.
Roll shot over the top of Tenatali. Roeder swings deep into the corner. The chat's been not getting the fun facts they're looking for from me and you here, Matt. They've been asking, so I'll oblige. Here's some fun ones. Travis O'Gorman, number 12, was a teammate with Charles Belvin at Long Beach City College prior to going their respective ways. Charles Belvin played at Hope International University, while O'Gorman played at George Mason University. His time there, he spent playing alongside other NVA players such as Langston Payne and Johnny Gomez of Team Southern Exposure. Additionally, both middles currently playing for the LA Blaze, Roeder and Damani Lenore, brand new additions to the squad, neither of which naturally a middle blocker. Two of the middle blockers you can expect to see, Pedro Nieves and Jonathan Rodriguez of the Puerto Rican national team, won NORCECA 2021 gold medals before heading overseas to Israel as well as Denmark, and competing alongside other NBA talents such as the Las Vegas Ramblers, Ryan Mather, and in Israel, Matt Hilling on the OC Stunners played alongside of Pedro Nieves. So there's a couple fun ones. We'll see if I've got any from Seattle Sasquatch as a newer squad. Haven't yet made all the same connections I have for some of the perennial guys involved with the LA Blaze team that was introduced to the league in 2020 on the back of the addition of 7 new teams, including the LA Blaze, Utah Stingers, Southern Exposure, Tennessee Tyrants, Chicago Untouchables, Utah Stingers, and New Jersey Freedom. So to say, do I know some fun facts? I can rattle a couple off.
Yeah, thanks for sharing those, Nick.
I'll take a breath. We've got some more in stock. I love that the fans want to know a little bit more. Sometimes we get a little wrapped up in the game, so appreciate the questions in chat all the same.
LA Blaze off to a great start here, 4-0 in set number 4, and Sasquatch has to burn a timeout at this early moment of set number 4. Really is not a good situation for them. They've got to turn this around, or else this match might be over a little quicker than we thought.
Good pass. Great set in the middle. Sam Cole ecstatic for that set opportunity and buries it.
Well, that was definitely a setup play from the Sasquatch coaching staff, determining they want to run a play through the middle, get Sam Cole activated. He's been great from the inline for Sasquatch, but haven't said his name a lot in offense, and we're able to do that there.
Set goes long, and I got a little bit more information. Not only were O'Gorman and Belvin teammates, but they were joined by OC Centers outside Josh Nels, Andrew Pearson on the Texas Tyrants, and setter on LA Blaze, Marquise Buggs. So 5 NVA guys all played together on that squad. Nice pass, tight set, gonna be a managed swing and a tip jammed through the hands of Hernandez. Definitely feeling limited by his size on that one there.
And that set was literally on top of the net, and Hernandez was not able to get his hands on the ball quick enough. Ornato taking care of it and putting it down for the point.
Cole gets a reward. Overpass from Massanet. McDonald goes back to Peter, and there it is, a kill for Silva, number 7. Putting another point on the board, much needed here at the beginning of set number 4. Don't want to fall down too far behind.
Now the Blaze have to be able to go through the middle. They've got to pass the ball up to the tape so Serrano can set Lenore, get him activated here as well, but service ace lets them off the hook. Service error lets them off the hook.
Yeah, it certainly does. Nicholas Dennis coming in as an outside hitter. Well, serving substitution, this is a guy that does it all for the LA Blaze, one of their talents that does not compete overseas, works in the law field. So spends a lot of his time here currently, and he's going to be going to school again for his second level education in law. See if he plays on the outside after this. Ooh, Damani almost landed on that ball, it looked like. We'll see if he stays in for Hernandez, but Dennis spent event number 1 wearing red prior to Massanet's return and spends plenty of time playing outside in the practice gym for the Blaze. Damani Lenore, that's the swings we saw the night before, breaking the floorboards with swings like that.
Now you saw the block of Sasquatch jumping on a back row setter, basically leaving Lenore all alone to absolutely hammer that ball for the point.
Big swing, and there's an even bigger block. Well-formed block from Belvin alongside number 2. That is quite the move there from LA Blaze. And they do it again, Roeder with the back-to-back.
Wow. Roeder with a nice technique, getting his hands way over the net, giving Silva no options to hit through, and 2 straight stuff downs for Will Roeder.
Man, those were absolutely fantastic hand moves by Steven there. Roll shot over the top, picked up by Serrano. Belvin with a step close, kept alive. Little bit of miscommunication there between Serrano and Liz Dennis.
Not sure what happened there, Nick, but other than some miscommunications on who was supposed to take that first ball.
O'Gorman swings wide, misses the outside hand there. Good job by Tenatali and the rest of that Sasquatch block not to go chasing there. Set to the outside. O'Gorman goes line this time, hits the ceiling, brought back. And Tenatali gets the tool. Sasquatch playing the roof brilliantly to their aid there.
Very much brilliant. Yeah, that was a nice lucky bounce off of the piping up in the rafters. Down perfectly on a McDonald's platform for the bump set over to Tenatali.
Kept alive. Belvin cranks it into the corner and gets a great kill there for the Blaze. Three-point lead now for the LA Blaze. Charles Belvin has had a phenomenal match so far, creating runs with his float serve. Drops it float short. Lefty swing, high hands, but dug by Liz Dennis. Belvin tries to recycle, but loses the self-cover. Great discipline blocking moves from the side of the Sasquatch. Pele Siausi doing a nice job, number 19, making his game debut here on the court. But we're gonna see a little substitution. Moi Moi number 3 comes in to replace him. Pushed all the way out. O'Gorman gets the high hand swing, taking advantage of the mismatch in size over McDonald. Liz Dennis getting pulled now for the returning front row Hernandez.
Yeah, really nice swing by Travis O'Gorman. Really, it's been pretty solid offensively for LA Blaze, exposing that advantage in the Sasquatch block that time.
Yep. Higashi with a great pass, tipped over by Cole to be kept alive. Hernandez swinging, covered. Low set, and swings into the tape. There's got to be some set management. Serrano needs to improve that ball, but got to recognize when the set gets to you and it's not even above the tape.
Yeah, but you've got O'Gorman on the back row. You've got Belvin on the D. You can have Rotter, who's an actual outside hitter that could transition on the right side as well. Doesn't have to be a quick attack for him. So a lot of sets going over to Hernandez and quite always there in the right spot.
Back set. Rotter is covered. Rock Massanet tries to keep that one alive, but the block now. Sasquatch flexing a little bit. Good work going left there by Cole and Tenatali. The double block, Coronado and Cole shut down Hernandez. Serve short, taken by Massanet. Again to Hernandez. Tight set. Gets a good block touch. O'Gorman ready for the defensive move. On the big route, tips over the top, catches Higashi out of location. Going over the triple block there is O'Gorman.
Well, O'Gorman making himself available on that big attack in transition. The connection's not really there, but O'Gorman with the vision, able to put that ball into the open court for the point.
Higashi keeps it alive. Second contact from O'Gorman goes. And that's a great bailout swing from Hernandez, fighting against the triple block. Sasquatch able to scrap together a free ball, but unfortunately Blaze ready to take advantage of the situation. Set to the middle, Cole gets a good wipe off the hands. Serrano goes to swing on two. McDonald gets his hands on the dig, but not able to be deflected back.
Well played by LA Blaze. Now that they have that 3-point advantage back again, nice to see them playing with a little bit more confidence, but we've seen that evaporate quickly from the Sasquatch as well.
Roeder missing long, and now it dwindles back to just two. Tenatali has had a lot of success on the service line so far. Jacob Tenatali so far with 14 attempts, 4 errors, 2 aces. Make that 5 errors, 2 aces. Sends that one into another zip code as he hits the back wall.
Wow. Serious distance on that one. It was nearly a grand slam.
Yeah. Big swing goes into the deep corner. Jacob Tenatali honestly in a great spot for the cover, but that just kept going.
A better block spot as it fell into the coffin corner that time for the point.
Nice block move there from, I believe that was Belvin and Lenore combining for that one. Nice pass by Damian Higashi. Coronado squeaks that one by, but dug by O'Gorman. A flick back set to Belvin, who covers himself falling backwards, but not enough control on that move there. Cole hammers another serve. Step close from Belvin, but a terminal block. Number 19 making his name known. Pele there. Good.
Well, Sam Cole all night long has been hammering his jump serve, and it is reliably in for Sasquatch nearly every time.
It's been impressive.
Really has, yeah. He's doing some good work from the inline for the team in green.
Oh my goodness, is this gonna come over? Just barely. Tight pass means Coronado has to tip it over. And that's gonna go off the block, upper deck, and almost take out some of our production team upstairs. Sasquatch down by 3. Eduardo Hernandez. Pass by Jacob Tenatali. Deep tip picked up. O'Gorman swings high in the block of Coronado and Pele. Not ready to handle the heat from Blaze on that swing.
Really nice attack angle from O'Gorman that time. High and deep to the corner, driving it down for that point. LA Blaze now back to a 4-point advantage, Nick.
Yeah, it's that pillow we talked about earlier. When you get to 4 points, it feels like everything you want to do is green light. Get aggressive and make the other team pay. Another great pass from Tenatali. And there's a massive block. I don't know if that was Belvin or Lenore, but take it back and try again.
We see some extremely electrifying blocks from LA Blaze because their blockers can get their hands high up and over, meeting Silva's power as well. Nice block that time for LA Blaze.
Eduardo Hernandez to jump serve. Jacob Tenatali hammers that off the block of Blaze up in the back row. Out of, I don't know what to say about that.
My goodness, that's the second ball that's fallen on the LA Blaze side without somebody going for it, and that's absolutely inexcusable.
Yeah, that was, at this point in the game, you're opening the door. Coronado seeing if he can get a little bit more generated. A good serve, a better pass, but a better block. Silva combines with Pele, and a timeout called by the LA Blaze.
Just a baffling turn of events there. The ball falls on the LA Blaze side, and then Sasquatch gets a chance for their block and defense and absolutely gives Blaze a huge stuff down for 2 straight points, and now they're only down by 2.
It's crazy, you know, we talk about the blocking prowess of the LA Blaze, but I want to give a little shout out. I think Seattle Sasquatch has been answering back quite well all match long. A little kind of sprinkled here and there, maybe some less explosive, but I think they've been doing a really good job controlling the net. And as they continue to evolve with those kind of skill sets, it's going to slow the pace of the game down and give them a chance to really take some matches off of some of these other teams.
They have. They've done a nice job with it. Putting some pressure on Blaze. Their block and defense has been strong as well.
Coronado back on it, and he gets the ace out of the timeout there. Hernandez not ready to handle the heat. Now down by just one. No substitution options here as Hernandez has already gone out and come back in for Liz Dennis. He must stay in. O'Gorman sticks in for the pass, takes the out-of-system swing against two, sends that long over the block. And that's going to be LA Blaze challenging that. That's what's so great about the challenge system. You don't have to complain about the call. You either challenge it or you let it go.
This should be a pretty quick challenge result here, as our inline camera should have gotten that one easily.
All right, and the challenge comes back, and there's an answer. Travis O'Gorman gets rewarded for the nice deep swing. Good use of the challenge. Bonnie Lenore with the float serve now. A deep tip picked up by Hernandez. O'Gorman showcasing a variety of hitting skill and draws Pele into the net.
Huge swing from O'Gorman that time at a really sharp angle. Delivering that one. Silva's defense out of bounds. Huge point for the Blaze there. Now 21 serving 18.
Out of system bump set. Step close from Jacob Tinatali. Finds that one into the middle of the net though. So that's going to draw a timeout from Sasquatch, now down by 4 again, out of that technical timeout, or out of that challenge. Blaze answered back nicely. D-ball, no one there. Pele tries to get there with a slide. I don't know what the intention was there.
It's an interesting offensive system that the Sasquatch tried to run there.
Very interesting.
Fortunately, it didn't work out very well. And the Blaze are 3 points away from winning this match.
Out of system swing. Jacob Tinatali goes after Serrano. O'Gorman once again the answer for the deep court swing, and that's going to be 24-18 match point now for Damani Lenore. Apologies, it is 23, not 24, not match point just yet. Good dig by the off blocker of O'Gorman. He's got to manage this swing now. Pele self-covers. Big swing by Lenore pulled back. Hernandez on the back of Roeder. Belvin covers the net, and that one's just out. All right, we're now at match point. Little confusion on the scoreboard there, and Serrano puts that one back to be a free ball over. A dump attempt picked up by Belvin. O'Gorman swings, they call it out. Blaze resets here at 24-20. Pressure on Silva to stave off 4 consecutive match points. And he misses the serve, and that's all she wrote. Seattle Sasquatch are gonna fall to the LA Blaze in 4 sets. LA Blaze move 3-1, and Seattle Sasquatch now standing at 0-4. Well, in a match that was determined to potentially go the distance there, LA Blaze are able to shore up some of their errors and some of the things going against them there, so that's definitely a good move. We saw some ups, some downs, and everything in between, but the player that definitely stood out from the LA Blaze is going to be Travis O'Gorman. Had a stellar match and was definitely the guy that kept the offense anchored, was a reliable passer and serve receive, and had a ton of defensive stops. So LA Blaze definitely thankful that they had him out there. Hernandez was someone that was getting a lot of swings, but was riding that roller coaster up and down. But all the same, a great performance from the LA Blaze that in 4 matches on the 2022 season has now picked up more wins than they did in 2021 combined. A lot of big names still expected to return. Pablo Guzman, Jonathan Rodriguez, Pedro Nieves, some other names like them. So this team is definitely excited about the progress made here this weekend and definitely setting themselves up for some postseason success. For anyone that doesn't know, we still have 3 more regular season events. Our next one is going to be the last weekend in May. That's Memorial Day weekend. We will be running Saturday, Sunday, and Monday instead of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Be sure to check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and NVAUSA.com for all sorts of updates, news, and everything going on. I'm now going to throw it over on the sideline. Matt Prosser joined by Travis O'Gorman. Go ahead, guys. Take it away.
All right. Thanks, Nick. Here I am with Travis O'Gorman, the man of the match here from LA Blaze. Travis, congratulations on that win.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So going into that match, what was sort of the mindset and strategy going up against the, at the time, 0-3 Sasquatch, now 0-4, winless so far in the NVA?
I think it was just to stay calm, cool, collected. I know a lot of the team just wanted to gel together, get some good rhythm in, and I think we kind of struggled at the beginning, but we found it and we were able to close out.
Little the ebbs and flows, right, of volleyball, service errors, communications, things like that. You guys were able to kind of work through it with some players that aren't really playing their true positions. Can you kind of elaborate on that for us?
Yeah, shout out to Roder just for stepping up and kind of stepping up to the plate. He did an awesome job. A lot with the team. I know some of us are overseas, or I know Chewy's out in Mexico, and we have some trouble with getting him in practice. But just that constant communication, that constant trying to find that flow state and gel together is just really helping us, excel throughout the season.
Yeah, nice. So about 2.5 weeks, we'll be here again for event number 3. What do you guys need to work on to kind of prepare for those matches that are coming up in the next event?
Yeah, definitely. I think some serve receive and getting on the ball machine. But really just having each other, having that trust and communication is what's going to really take us to the next level for the next event.
Well, congratulations on the victory. Final thing of the weekend, it's Mother's Day. Any special shout-outs you got for him?
Yeah, I tried to call you Mom, but happy Mother's Day. I love you. I hope you had an awesome day.
Good stuff, Travis. Thank you very much. The man of the match, Travis O'Gorman from the LA Blaze.
Well, Jane O'Gorman in chat has been supporting her son all match long, gets the shout out there. And like he said, we want to say a huge thank you to all the moms supporting the league, the players, and the growth of the sport, dragging their kid out there and helping create the dream that it is to join the NVA as a player one day. From myself, the rest of the broadcast crew, and everyone that brings this sport to you at home or here at the San Bernardino Pierce Sports Center, thank you for joining us all weekend long. We'll be back in 3 short weeks. So in the meantime, make sure to stop by NVAUSA.shop, get some of your newest gear so that when we're back here for event number 3, you're ready to rep your favorite team. I'm Nick England. That's Matt Prosser. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.